Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we're diving into Smarter by Dan Hurley. This thought provoking book challenges our conventional notions of intelligence and the brain's capacity for growth. Dan Hurley, an acclaimed science journalist with an impressive track record of nearly 24 articles for the New York Times Magazine since 2005, brings us a compelling inquiry into the realms of cognitive enhancement. His article, Can You Make Yourself Smarter?, was among the most read in 2012, showing his knack for engaging and insightful discussions on the topic. Smarter bridges the ancient belief in a healthy body, healthy mind, with contemporary advancements in technology, specifically through computerized brain training games. It delves into the scientifically established methods that can aid in the improvement of our cognitive abilities, making a compelling case for the potential within us all to enhance our brain power. This book is a must-read for psychology students and enthusiasts of cognitive science who are eager to understand the intricacies of the human mind. It is also perfect for anyone looking to learn practical tricks to increase their intelligence or for those skeptical about the possibility of improving our IQ. Through Smarter, Hurley not only informs, but also inspires us to think about our intellectual capabilities in new and exciting ways. Join us as we explore the science and strategies behind optimizing our cognitive function, making us all a bit smarter in the process. Smarter, the new science of building brain power. Introduction. Unlock the secrets of your brain. Can we truly become smarter? Have you ever wondered whether it's possible to boost your brain power? Maybe you've considered picking up a new language or learning to play the guitar in the hopes of sharpening your wits. Well, there's both hopeful and sobering news on this front. The optimistic view is backed by many in the scientific community who believe that efforts to enhance our intelligence can indeed bear fruit. On the flip side, some skeptics argue that our attempts might be in vain. Unlike a muscle that grows stronger and larger with physical exercise, the brain doesn't quite work the same way with intelligence. The quest to ameliorate our intellect is a complex, often elusive endeavor, difficult to quantify with precision. However, hope is far from lost. Certain strategies have been scientifically validated to boost our brains, promising to unlock higher levels of intelligence. This narrative doesn't just stop there. It delves deeper into the latest research and perspectives on what intelligence truly means today. By the end of this discussion, you'll uncover the reasons some researchers believe it's impossible to enhance intelligence, how resistance training could be your unexpected ally in becoming smarter, and the intriguing reasons behind the military's investment in a cutting-edge intelligence project. So, let's embark on this fascinating journey into the realms of our mind, exploring the potential to elevate our cognitive capabilities against the backdrop of contemporary scientific understandings. Part 1. Decoding Intelligence, a Journey Beyond Definitions. Intelligence, it's as enigmatic as love. We're all aware of its presence, yet pinning it down, defining what it is, and where it comes from, remains a challenge. But, like explorers charting unknown territories, we're gradually mapping out the landscape of human intelligence. In the vast field of psychology, researchers have ventured to classify intelligence into two broad categories, a significant stride made by psychologist Raymond Cattell in 1971. He introduced us to the concepts of fluid and crystallized intelligence, opening new pathways in understanding how we think and process information. Fluid intelligence is the engine of our logical thought and problem-solving abilities. It's what allows us to tackle new challenges head-on, discern patterns, and navigate through problems we've never encountered before. Imagine encountering a complex puzzle. Fluid intelligence is what you'd rely on to piece it together. Crystallized intelligence, in contrast, is the treasure trove of knowledge and skills we've amassed over our lifetime. It's the reason we can effortlessly recall trivia during game night, or why once you've learned to ride a bike, you never really forget how to pedal your way forward. For the longest time, the prevailing wisdom held that while our crystallized intelligence could continue to expand with experience, fluid intelligence was a fixed asset, reaching its zenith in our early adult years. This notion seemed to answer why the most groundbreaking contributions in fields like mathematics, music, and physics often came from young minds, with a notable decline in output as they aged. This understanding paints a picture of fluid intelligence as being deeply intertwined with our brain's physical structure, suggesting that attempting to enhance it is as futile as trying to change the color of our eyes through exercise. The question loomed: could we indeed sharpen this aspect of our intellect, especially when faced with entirely new problems? Emerging evidence hints at a thrilling possibility that we might actually have the capacity to boost our fluid intelligence. But a formidable challenge stands in our way: accurately measuring fluid intelligence. Venturing into this territory, we embark on a mission to uncover the tools and techniques that promise to illuminate our understanding even further. Part 2: The Quest to Quantify Mind Power Beyond IQ. Tests and brain scans. Determining the essence of intelligence, particularly its fluid aspect, has long been akin to capturing a shadow. It's there, yet not quite tangible. The quest for a reliable measure has led scientists down various paths, from the traditional IQ test to the cutting-edge realms of brain imaging. Fluid intelligence, by nature, eludes direct observation, earning its classification as a construct. Much like dark matter in the realm of physics, observable only through the effects it imparts on visible matter and measured with complex equations, fluid intelligence is inferred through indirect means. This peculiarity has not deterred psychologists from devising innovative methods to gauge this elusive aspect of human intellect. In the domain of traditional IQ tests, psychologists employ latent variable analysis. This approach involves a multitude of indirect measurements that, when analyzed collectively, reveal patterns of correlation. The essence of this method is akin to conducting a symphony of mathematical inquiries, with the harmony among answers providing insights into the individual's IQ level. While insightful, this approach is somewhat akin to interpreting shadows, indicative yet imprecise. The quest for a more direct measurement has turned the spotlight onto brain imaging techniques, particularly functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI. This sophisticated technology offers a glimpse into the brain's bustling activity, monitoring the ebb and flow of blood to its various regions. The premise is straightforward. More blood flow signals heightened activity, which in turn is associated with the brain's vigorous engagement in problem-solving tasks. Thus, fMRI presents a promising avenue for observing fluid intelligence at work. Delving deeper, research reveals a tangible link between certain physical attributes of the brain and fluid intelligence. Specifically, the volume of neurons, or gray matter, accounts for a portion of one's fluid intellect, as does the size of their left lateral prefrontal cortex. This latter region is particularly vibrant during tasks that test working memory, a facet distinct from short-term memory. Unlike its less complex cousin, working memory involves the dynamic manipulation of retained information, laying the groundwork for cognitive processes believed to be foundational to intelligence. This understanding has spurred the development of brain games designed to target and enhance working memory. The following narrative will explore how these games aim to fortify the mind, underscoring why working memory is a focal point in the endeavor to amplify our cognitive prowess. Part 3: Level Up Your Brain, the Power of Cognitive Training Games. What if getting smarter was as simple and fun as playing a game on your phone? This tantalizing idea isn't just a flight of fancy. Welcome to the world of Lumosity, where brain training turns into an engaging pastime. Founded in 2007 by Michael Scanlon, a neuroscience doctoral candidate at Stanford, Lumosity has quickly grown from a novel concept into a thriving community, boasting 40 million members by April 2013. Its success lies in transforming complex cognitive exercises developed by psychologists into captivating computer games. Among the arsenal of games Lumosity offers, one stands out for its direct aim at bolstering your working memory: the N-back game. The N signifies the number of steps backwards you need to recall in order to identify matching items within a sequence. For example, spotting a match in the sequence ABCCA is considered a one-back task because you're recalling one step back to find a match. The challenge intensifies as you tackle two-back tasks, three-back and beyond, demanding greater focus and memory as the sequences grow longer and the matching more complex. But do these playful exercises genuinely sharpen our cognitive skills? Skeptics remained until psychologist Suzanne Jaegi presented groundbreaking findings in 2008. Through her research, Jaegi demonstrated a remarkable 40% increase in fluid intelligence test scores among participants who engaged in N-back tasks for just 4 weeks. Additionally, these types of cognitive training games have shown promising results in enhancing the attention spans of children diagnosed with ADHD. The success of computer-based cognitive training games like Lumosity's N-back Challenge illustrates that improving our cognitive capacity isn't confined to traditional learning methods. However, boosting our brain power isn't limited to screen time. Our next discussion reveals an equally potent strategy for enhancing intelligence, and it involves getting up and moving. Part 4. Beyond the Screen. Embrace alternate routes to sharper intelligence. For those wary of the digital tug, fret not. The journey toward enhanced intelligence isn't confined to the pixels of a screen. History, stretching as far back as the 1960s, offers a glimpse into the profound connection between physical fitness and cognitive agility. Consider a study that observed elderly tennis players. This group exhibited significantly sharper cognitive abilities compared to their non-exercising counterparts. The question that modern research poses is not whether exercise contributes to mental prowess, but rather which form offers the most significant cognitive boost. In a fascinating study by Teresa Liu Ambrose in 2012, a comparison among aerobic exercise, resistance training, and toning revealed intriguing insights. Over 6 months, 86 women engaged in one of these exercise regimes. Notably, it was the resistance training group that emerged with enhanced cognitive functions, including better attention and memory, validated by traditional tests as well as increased brain activity on fMRI scans. The interplay between music and the mind has also captivated researchers' interest. Glenn Schellenberg's pioneering study in 2004 explored this relationship, resulting in the frequently cited paper, Music Lessons Enhance IQ. By organizing children into 4 groups, voice lessons, keyboard lessons, acting lessons, and a control group with no lessons, and comparing their IQ scores over a year, the study highlighted a clear cognitive advantage for those engaged in music training. Remarkably, vocal training yielded the most significant IQ increases, closely followed by keyboard lessons. Despite the encouraging findings from both physical exercise and music training, skepticism about enhancing fluid intelligence persists among some scientists. Yet, a particular group sees undeniable value in cognitive training. Stay tuned to find out who is investing in the future of our brains. Part 5. Debating Intelligence, from Skepticism to Strategic Investment. The question of whether humans can truly enhance their fluid intelligence is a loaded one, stirring debate among scientists. Despite the divided opinions, there's one sector that stands firmly in the camp of believers: the military. A key tool in understanding the varying outcomes of studies on intelligence and brain training is meta-analysis. By aggregating and analyzing data across multiple research projects, meta-analyses bring clarity to otherwise conflicting findings. Charles Home and Monica Melby-Lervag took this approach, scrutinizing 23 studies focused on the potential of brain training, such as the N-back task, to enhance working memory. Their aim was to explore the concept of far transfer, the idea that training in one area, like working memory, might yield benefits in seemingly unrelated areas, such as nonverbal reasoning. The findings were telling, with 22 of the 23 studies revealing a modest but consistent transfer effect from working memory tasks to nonverbal reasoning capabilities. Despite these promising results, the researchers hesitated to assert that such cognitive gains would translate into improved real-world skills, such as better performance in reading or mathematics. Contrastingly, the United States military views brain training through a different lens. Far from skeptical, federal agencies have demonstrated a strong belief in the potential of cognitive training to sharpen the mental faculties of its intelligence analysts. Encouraged by the initial evidence, the Intelligence Advanced Research Projects Activity, IARPA, operating under the auspices of the U.S. Director of National Intelligence, launched an ambitious $12 million program in January 2014. This initiative is dedicated to exploring and implementing various brain training techniques to enhance the cognitive prowess of its personnel. The military's investment in the future of cognitive training underscores a significant contrast to the cautious stance adopted by some researchers. This divergence of opinion marks a fascinating chapter in the ongoing exploration of human intelligence and its malleability. Final summary. The voyage towards amplifying our cognitive capabilities reveals a landscape filled with both promising discoveries and intriguing mysteries. Groundbreaking research illuminates the fact that our brains hold the potential for growth, suggesting that engaging in specifically designed brain games can indeed sharpen our wit. Yet, the full scope and mechanisms underlying these improvements remain partially shrouded, inviting further exploration into the depths of our intellect. Parallel to the digital realm, conventional avenues for intellectual enhancement, such as the timeless art of learning a musical instrument, continue to demonstrate their enduring value. These traditional practices stand as testaments to the multifaceted nature of our intelligence, offering rich, diverse paths toward cognitive enrichment. In the end, the quest for increased intelligence is a journey of discovery that transcends boundaries, challenging us to blend the ancient with the avant-garde in our ceaseless pursuit of mental acuity. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought-provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.